just going to go right in. Hello and welcome to Side Character Quest, a one-on-one actual play adventure that we are journeying right now through the Three Brothers Mountain Range with a final scribble folk by the name of Rumor Pinefrill. And playing that scribble folk is our good friend. Say hello.
Hello, I am a small lizard dad. Oh, whose actual name as a small human person is Andrea Sarumi, they, them. Hello.
Hello. I am so glad to have you back here again. As we are recording this, we are in the height of spooky season, and I'm anticipating this coming out in the dead of winter. The cold, dark months. That's my goal. I'm enjoying getting a chance to make stuff in the spooky mood. What do you have you ever made any spooky content?
Content.
Content. Oh God. Any spooky? Let me reframe, please.
Well,
God.
as an influencer.
Have you ever made any spooky art?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, one of my most memorable things that I've ever done was, God, what a weird way to introduce the sentence. But before I went to art school,
Is it weirder than me calling it content?
Everything today is content. So
yeah.
We're gonna take that as written and just like run with it. But
yes. Okay.
Right. No, I love spooky shit. Have always loved Halloween. Have always loved monsters. Like full bore. And I was working a full-time job and missing illustration, like missing art. And one day in like October or something, I was living in New York City and I just got really fed up, and I just went to my desk and like took out a piece of paper and drew like this crazy Baba Yaga wolf hauling a roaring bear by a chain around its neck behind her. Like in the course of like one evening, just like poured this thing out onto paper and was like, oh yeah, that's a witch. And I did a whole series of different witches, which was really fun. And that helped get me into grad school afterwards. So it was great.
That's delightful. Do you still have those around?
I can find them pretty easily. I can send them to you.
I would love to see these. Oh,
yeah.
You know what? Speaking of loving to make art and stuff, if you, listener, I'm speaking to you right now directly into your ear holes. If you have ever made any spooky art that you love, or even that you hate, but if it's spooky art that you have made, I would love for you to call or text SCQ371-LOVE and tell us about it. Tell us about like something cool that you have made.
Wait.
Or something.
Is it love or loud?
Both work.
Really?
SCQ371 loud and SCQ371 love. Those letters correspond to the same four numbers.
Wow.
Which is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
When I realized that, I was like, okay, well, that's the one I'm doing. That's the numbers that I'm picking, because it was so hard to find a good set of words, and that was just, it felt perfect.
That's great. It's so poetic.
So poetic, so beautiful. I both love and loud those numbers. But enough of that. I can see a tangent brewing, and I will not allow that tangent to brew. How about we go ahead and dive right into the show? How do you like that?
Absolutely. Let's get going.
Grace us, O lost, and these your gifts, which we are about to unveil from their long rest, sought and grasped. Our bounty without end.
Water is life. You've heard stories of the Salton Sea, of course, of sailors above, of the deep walkers below. The waves are adventure. The tides in and out carry the bold who call the sea their home, lift and nourish their minds, their hearts, their bodies. But water is life everywhere. You can't escape that simple truth. Here in the mountains, on the wallward side of the Middle Brother, a spring makes a creek, and a creek makes a home. Many, many years ago, the Searcher family found this creek. They followed it and found a few acres of flat land. They let their goats graze loose among the trees, clearing out the brush. They cleared those trees, carved the wood into tools, into fences, into shelters. They planted crops, foraged in the woods, slaughtered their goats. They lived along this creek. Because water is life. And as their eyes turned away from building, from the act of making these hills home, water was still life for the mountainside. The underbrush returned. The goats wandered loose in the woods, feral. The walls they built soaked through and warped. The trees, once cleared, sprouted and grew back with trunks split twain, roots grown deep, but bodies divided, reaching, twisted this way, that, searching for divine light amongst the shade of their fellow trees, pulled taut between their yearning reach towards the sky above and the unbreakable, mortal need for the flooded loam below. Because water is life. And as much as they might fight it, life is temporary. You and Jacob follow the snowy path and icy creek through the Searchin family's land. Thanks to your shortcut through the desecrated Outreach Church, you arrive with late afternoon light to spare, so you can see onto their property, past the fences of wood and piled stone. Decades ago, this area that you see ahead of you would have been a clear field. Now, though, dry underbrush and gnarled trees obscure the settlers' intentions. Despite the canopy above, the ground has a scattering of white snow and slush, and a cold breeze bites at you. A fence surrounds this once field, and although you are stopped behind the fence, the creek continues, cutting a meandering path through the center of the field, passing a large pile of stones, and off in the distance you can see dark shadows and shapes of several old wooden buildings through the trees. So, to reestablish this, you guys have continued, you and Jacob have continued up this path since yesterday. You have arrived at the edge of, like, not just the Searcher family's land that, you know, they claim as theirs, that they try to scare people off of, but actually, you know, what they are on a day-to-day basis using, presumably.
Yeah.
You see ahead of you fenced off field, used to be like for growing crops. Now it's been left to grow and to like overgrow. There's trees in it. It's wildly overgrown. Mm-hmm. And you can see that there are probably their homes, their structures off in the distance.
Are the homes grouped together?
They're kind of grouped together. Like they're off in this same general area. But they aren't like right up on one another. Like you could reasonably say that there's maybe like 20 feet between one and another, and then maybe 40 feet to the next one, that sort of thing.
Okay. Are all of them roughly the same size? Is one of them bigger than the others?
Yeah, all the ones that you can see from this distance seem roughly the same size, yes. Roll me actually, you know what? You're kind of setting up. This is controlled. This is not a desperate situation. You are still on the edges of this thing. Roll me a study as you are trying to sort of get the vibe of this area. Unless you have another method you would like to do.
Well, I'm definitely going to be interested in scouting out this area, but
Okay.
I rolled an inaugural 2.
Inaugural 2. Okay. Here's what I'm
First
going to
of
say.
many.
I'm going to start a clock for you. This is going to be we'll say a 6 clock of attention from the family.
Okay.
And we're just going to go ahead and put one little segment filled in on that 6 clock. So this is basically going to say, like, assuming you're just exploring the grounds and you haven't actually seen a person yet, whether they are going to notice you approaching.
Right.
You might earn segments on this based on poor rolls or based on decisions you make, good or bad. So I'm going to go ahead.
That's so eminently fair, Ty. I can't even. Yeah, of course. Of course. We're this is where we are now. Probably the minute Jacob saw the basket full of bones and acorns, which rumor would know that the acorns being washed are usually for a consumption type situation.
Yes. I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last episode, but when you crack open the shells of some acorns, leave them in a creek, you are washing away the tannins and preparing them to make, eventually to make flour and bread or whatever out of the acorns.
Yeah, he would not love the fact that fruit preparation is like associated at all with
these human remains that have been left in that basket.
Yeah. Did it look like a complete skeleton?
I would say no, it did not look like a complete skeleton. It looked like there were some ribs, I would say maybe a jawbone, and femur, maybe some fingers. You didn't get a super close look, but like I think probably the reason you would probably guess it wasn't a full skeleton is more because of the size of the basket rather than having like looked through the stuff. Although, maybe you did look through it. I don't want to speak for you on that, but like you could have told without digging through it that it would not have been an entire skeleton. I will also say Jacob has not really been talking since this.
Right.
Or signing, as it were.
Well, after seeing that and getting closer to the searcher's actual property, I'm not sure at what point between that point and now he would have brought this up, but he definitely would have signed at her. So I live on a goat farm with my husband, Ray. It's located on the wallward side of the Younger. I'll draw you a little map, and I would give that to Jacob. Here's also like a few locations here. You remember the burned down church? If you can find that again, you can probably find your way out. I don't blame you if you want to head back right now. This does not... I got a bad feeling about this.
She takes the map from you, and I don't think she says anything. I think she just gives you a quick nod, and I thank you. I'll think about it.
Also, this might be completely out of pocket, but if you get into a tight place, take off all your clothes and lie down.
Oh, interesting.
You look like this. I realize that is a strange thing to say to a young lady, but you look like a skeleton, and that could, buy you some time.
I'm gonna start another clock, and this clock is the clock of her deciding to leave, to turn tail and run. So Jacob leaves. I'm gonna make this a 4 count. However, rather than it starting at 1, I'm gonna say it starts at 0 because you've just done very nice stuff for her. So she feels kind of like she owes you, and she also feels like worried about just what is happening. Well, I don't want to say everything that's going on in her brain. She has a bunch of different warring thoughts in her head right now.
I mean, I should hope so. This is a lot.
As a reminder, clocks can go up and down. So,
wait, really?
Yeah. So if you were to do, if Jakob got to like 3, and then you were to decide to spend some time like making her more confident to like knock it down, you could potentially do that.
Okay. I mean, I'm very ready to gas her up. However we need to do it, but I'm going to get. How tall are these trees? Are they like towering over the?
So on the edge, like behind the fence, not where the, in the area where the crop land used to be, where you can tell that there used to be a field here. The trees are significantly shorter and they're not quite as dense, but they are still like they're still in the orders of like, 20, 30 feet tall.
Okay.
Away from the main field, there's even taller trees, right?
Right.
But this was definitely they allowed this field to go fallow, presumably like decades ago.
Right. Interesting. I wonder what they've been living on all this time. What a fascinating mystery. No one has ever really been sure, or at least among like my friends, like how many searchers there are to this day. So
yeah, you would probably guess that like at the high end, there like maybe there like the most you could imagine that you would probably imagine ever there having been would have been in the order of like 40 or 50, but that's like, that's because this family has been living here for a long time. You don't know how things have changed. People have left and come and whatever. Now you probably get the impression that it's somewhere in the range of like 6 to 20, which I know is a big range, but like, these guys the searcher family does not get out much. So who knows what what they've been getting up to.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them at the big dance in Brotherly very often. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jacko, I'm going to get closer, try to see what I can see if I can find any sign of Brunt or Justice, and then try to figure out the best way to approach getting them out of here if I can. I would feel better if you hung back a little bit. I can message you. The only thing is you can't respond to me. But I'm going to try to do like a circuit around the field first just to see what's what. But if you see trouble, you could run. I don't know if you can do like other kinds of stuff with your magic for like communication stuff, but
no.
Just all right.
How was I doing her voice before? Sorry.
Traumatized, but I don't really remember.
It's like, I think that it was like this, kind of drawing out certain things and then clipping others tight. I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry, continue.
No. So, are you all right hanging back a bit?
Yes. I don't have any sort of... I didn't get a lot of great lessons from my teacher, the Arcanist, but I did pick up on. She holds up her hand that she repaired. This took me a long time to plan, and it took me basically a day to get right. I can figure things out. I can figure it out, but it just, I'm not going to be able to do anything quickly.
Oh, honey, you're already light years ahead of me in terms of the magic department. And hey, don't cut yourself some slack here. You just repaired your whole arm using 2 magic rocks. That's huge. It's really impressive.
Do you go for like a high five?
No. No, it's very much of like, don't talk to my best friend that way kind of energy. Yeah. But genuinely, it's like you repaired your shattered arm using pebbles that are magic. I tell ghost stories. Like, you're already doing really cool shit. Like, it's like, yeah, you would, it's a shame, like, my kids are in here. I think my kid Borealis would love you. But, anyway, I'm just nervous. Time's a wasting. I'm going to get going.
I would say this whole conversation has been, so the fence around the edge of this, some sections have like wooden planks holding together, but a lot of it is like the the stones that were like cleared out of the field were like piled up along the edge. And I'm imagining that you guys are at the spot where the creek cuts through the fence. You guys are kind of sitting below the level of those stones so that people cannot see you over the top.
Yeah, and following the creek out actually would be a really good way for her to like book it back. Okay.
Yeah, it would be relatively good spot, assuming that the creek does not at any point go down like a waterfall.
Well, cross that waterfall when she comes to it. All right, I'm going to, being a bold folk, which is built like this, flop onto my belly and on all fours, just kind of like skitter.
Oh, slowly. I love that.
Like slowly, like through the brush. I'm picturing like bracken and like all the overgrown stuff I've seen in Philly, like that kind of, you know, neglect foliage, you know?
I love that. Okay.
I don't want to like shake everything so like snow's flying off it and you can see that I'm going there, but just kind of getting closer.
Oh, I love that sound that you just said.
My frill has been up since jump. I've actually had to like tie it down because it's like with a scarf.
So it is very much not voluntary. You're telling me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's when I'm angry, feeling a really important big emotion, or scared, or it's mostly that. So I've got a scarf on it, but at various points, like if I get to an area where I can extend it, I would like to do that and kind of make like a impromptu satellite dish out of my head to see if I can like listen.
Oh, interesting. That's
so it's
fun.
Like, so Ty, this is the order of operations.
Yeah.
Stop.
Listen. Okay.
Listen.
I really like that. Okay. First of all, I would say that as you're sort of moving forward, you're going through like underbrush and also snow. So because, as you recall, it is wintry.
Oh yeah.
It's chilly and uncomfortable. I would like you to roll me a sneak. I feel like that's appropriate to sort of, you're trying to get yourself into a good position.
Highest is a 4.
Highest is 4. Okay, mixed result. So as you move forward, you get about halfway through this this space, and as you're approaching that sort of like pile of stones in the middle of the field, you're kind of thinking like, all right, I'm gonna go around that and take a look. But you stop right before you get up to this thing, and the mixed result part of this is that you realize what this thing is before it notices you. You notice a slight blue glow coming off of this pile of stones, and you realize that they are not as haphazard as one might think. It is sort of a curled in upon itself and then like sitting down, kneeling, sort of brute stone sculpture. It kind of shifts slightly, and you get the impression that this thing can move. So you stop before you get right up on it, and it doesn't seem to have noticed you, if it's capable of that.
Oh my god.
I will tell you, it's probably capable of that. I will say that it is roughly 2 out of 4 capable of that, of noticing you.
Wow. Well, I freeze.
But you freeze. You also can tell from this position, you get the impression that there is not a lot of activity in those buildings past the field right now. Like, if there are people there, then they are being quiet. There's not like a thing happening right now in those buildings. Those 3 or 4 different buildings over in that direction.
So strange.
But yeah, you have an opportunity to decide what you want to do next.
Oh my gosh. So this is like a... Okay. Just my feet know what's up before my head does. They just stop. You're like, wait, why aren't we going forward, body? Oh. Fuck. What is that? I have never seen anything like that at all.
Looking at it
like
more closely, you see that its skull, it seems to have like, or the skull, like its head, the rock head of it appears to have like horns and has sort of an animalistic, not horns, more of like tusks. And sort of an animalistic face to it. The body does appear to be humanoid, although there's like lichen on it, there's dirt. There's a reason that you didn't recognize it from across the field as like a statue, right? It is worn, it is weather worn, forest worn.
Does it have anything like carved into its skin, or is it just stone body?
If it does, it's kind of hard to tell from this distance. Other than like it's hard to tell from this distance because of like how just covered with like grime and stuff it is. You could probably get closer if you wanted to like try studying it. If you wanted to take a look, do recognize that if you do that, that will be that would be a desperate action, which I don't know if you want to do right now, but you could. You very much could. As a reminder to listeners, desperate action means that if things go badly, I can be real rude. I can be real mean to Andrea, but it also means that Andrea would get a point towards recovering some stress. So there's some give and take.
I love that. Get stress to give stress. Can I do a flashback right now?
Heck, yes.
Back in the Pine and Brine, when I was rooting around in Justice's wagon, breaking stuff.
Yeah.
I would have shown a bottle to Jacob.
Yeah.
Because, I saw like markings on it. Didn't look like anything I remembered. I remember that Jacob had all that like scrawl in the ice house, and I'd be like, does this mean anything to you? I think I would have shown it to her. This might have nothing to do with the current situation, by the way. I just wanted to like establish that. Being like, what the fuck is this?
Interesting. Okay. What can I ask you, what goal would you want to be achieving with said flashback?
I want and it could be the wrong information, but I want literally any information about what the fuck any of this magic anything is. Is this a drug deal? Is this no, it's a magic deal, like, Okay,
so this is not necessarily having to do with the sculpture in front of you. This is more trying to give you general information about what is going on, correct?
I think so, yeah. And maybe like depending on what that conversation was like, it might not have meant anything, but it would change how I would approach this guy.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're back in that scene. We're back in that moment. All right? We're back on the carriage poking through Justice's things. You handed this off to Jacob, and they weren't really sure like what this was for a while, but they took it out and got out like some paper and writing implement, started making some notes just about the things that they're seeing etched on there, and they figure out over the next like couple hours while you guys are preparing to head out on this hike, they figure out that this bottle is for storing arcane energy. It's for storing like spirits. It's for storing haints, that sort of thing. And the conclusion that Jacob comes to is that Justice must have been hoping to come here and collect something, whether by getting it, retrieving it with through with the permission of the searchers, or by sneaking on and stealing it or something. You guys don't know. Presumably, he was also like doing some sort of preliminary check, right? Because he had a lot of bottles with him, but he clearly didn't carry all of these crates. He might have had a couple on him, but he brought way more bottles than he would have needed.
That's so strange. Okay, cool. So magic bullshit confirmed. We are in this world.
And I'll say that's a zero cost flashback. I think that's something you would have reasonably asked about. In fact, I think you may have asked something similar before. So I think that totally makes sense.
Okay, thank you, Ty. The blue reminds me of the blue, right? So if I'm seeing the blue bottle and just thinking like, I above my pay grade enormously, but this is a hell of a haunted rock. I'm going to try to back away.
Okay.
Slowly.
You are able to do that.
And kind of do like the very slow version of a lizard 3-point turn and just kind of continue the perimeter check towards the houses.
Gotcha. So you're moving, sort of like taking a wide berth away from this thing, but still continuing on forward. It does not seem to react. So at this point, you are moving forward safely. You push forward through the field. Again, you're passing by these like overgrown trees that have arrived in this area. You see like a little grove of pawpaw trees that have like dropped all of their fruits on the ground. And as you approach, you see these buildings are old, clearly. It looks like they are getting constantly like patched up, repaired. The wood siding is gnarled and twisted from like water damage over the years, and most of them have some sort of porch either on the front or all the way around with some sort of shade above it, and all of them seem to be like raised. Like there is they're not like flat on the forest ground, right? Like they have a wooden floor that's maybe a foot or two off of the ground.
That seems strange. Like terrain wise, but that's just like a southern thing?
I think that it would probably strike you as not super unusual, just because they've got the wood, and doing that allows them to like keep it off of the ground with like the bugs and stuff, and any water flowing through wouldn't they wouldn't have to worry about that getting at. So
okay. So I'm hearing
it's
crawl
not
space.
super unusual. It's not universal, but it's not super unusual.
Okay, so I'm hearing like the crawl space in like a horror movie, like underneath the.
Yeah, there could be.
Usually there's like a siding.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's no like. I'm looking for two things. I'm not sure from my point of view, belly down on the ground, I can see much, but is there the smell of smoke, the sight of smoke, light?
That's a good question. I will say there's... Yeah, that's fun. As you are approaching, I want you to roll me another study or hunt, or what feels appropriate. You're trying to gather some information, maybe sneak, maybe you're just trying to get closer to these buildings to take a better look.
Could I make the point for maneuver? I don't know if that...
If you want to do maneuver, I will say that it is a desperate maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah? I'm
fine with that. Yeah.
Okay. So if you roll like a 2 or a 3, I'm gonna say that let's set the stakes for this. If you roll a 2 or a 3, there will be 2 notches added to that attention from the golem.
Okay.
Which would bring it up to 4. So a 4 out of 4.
No, that's fair. But I am, as you say, newly reckless.
Do you want to... would you say... Well, I guess this would be desperate, so you'd be getting a point of gumption regardless.
I think, like it's more just like for motivation color. Like,
yeah.
I feel so bad that I slept through what might have been like my friend being in danger. So I am so clearly outclassed by all of this, but I gotta figure this out soon. Fast. I've already wasted enough time. Like the longer we stay out here, the more exposed we are. Like I don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking go. Oh, okay.
Well,
I got a 6 and a 4.
Woo! A 6 and a 4. I'm assuming you had that means you got a 6, sixth highest.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so you rubble up on your belly. With the maneuver, you were getting very, very close to this building. So it's not just that. I'll knock out some stuff. The first building you pass by, you scrabble up to the side, look through a door that is, or not a door, a piece of wood that is kind of like warped out of the way so you can see into the building, and It is dark inside, but with the light, the little bit of light that there is, you can see that it is empty. There's like mats on the floor as if this is a spot for people to sleep, but there is no one inside this first building. Second building you scrabble over to. You take a look. Scrabble. You're about to like get close enough to. I love the vision of this, like on your belly. You getting closer. You're not able to get a clear look inside, but you can hear the sound of someone lightly snoring, and there's no like light coming from inside. It sounds like there might be one person, maybe two people, but there's definitely like somebody in there. Do you continue on to the third building?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I would pause at a certain point of just like scrabbling through and just like at a safe distance from between these houses, point back to where I left Jacob and kind of just like silently as I can say, the stones are alive. There's some sort of blue haint. Probably avoid that one. I'm gonna get closer. And then get closer.
And you were using your little ring to send that silently. Nice. You do that. You don't get any sort of response back, but you can feel pretty confident that as long as they are still there, like roughly in the area you were pointing, then that worked no problem. And I will tell you, yes, they are still right there.
Aww. Yeah, I'm scrabbling, and the monologue in the head is just like, fuck, you've already fucked this. You fucked this so badly, Ruber. Where the hell is Brun?
I will also say that because you're telling Jacob that there is a like monster of some sort between you guys and those buildings, I am adding a wedge onto her clock.
I mean, it might be for the best for her, so...
Yeah, it's fair. It might be for the best, so yeah, 1 out of 4. If she'll decide to leave if that gets filled up.
Okay.
So, the final of the 3 seeming to be houses, right? Like these are sleeping quarters of some sort. At least the final of the 3 here. You approach and you can see that there is a like tree actually growing through the body of the building. Like it is
Jesus Christ.
Like breaking through those like floorboards and then breaking through the roof on the top. You also see that this one, the door is locked.
All right.
And so you are able to like go up to the porch area, and if you would like to get closer and to mess with that locked door, you can.
I would like to go under the house, if I may, if there's still like a crawl space area, and like scrabble around those roots.
Heck yeah.
Wow, the weatherproofing on this house has got to be insane.
Roll me
or not.
Oh boy. Is it I feel like I'm asking you to like roll a lot, but I feel like it is appropriate.
No, this is yeah.
Yeah. Roll me
Good thing I put nothing in sneak.
Yeah. Roll me another maneuver, I think, to see like if you're able to get under there effectively.
Sure. All right, I got a 3 and a 6.
3 and a 6? Okay. 3 to 6. Oh, so that means you got a 6. The 6 is the highest. Nice. I keep having to remind myself that. Crawling under the floorboards, you are able to get under there. There's like a little gap, and you get in, you see the roots, and looking through the floorboards, there's like enough of an opening that you feel like you could move the rest of the way into the building without hurting yourself, without making much noise or anything like that, without needing to like pry anything down. You're pretty confident that because of the way that this tree has like broken through some of these floorboards, you could just slip in the rest of the way. And right as you were getting ready to do that, you hear a little bit of movement, like there is somebody sitting on those floorboards above you, and like they're shifting their legs. And they do not seem to have noticed you at this point.
All right. Sorry, so I'm hearing shifting weight and snoring from the room above me?
So the snoring, so there were 3 buildings. First building was empty. Second building sounded like it had 1 or 2 people sleeping in it. And then the third building, which is the one you're under right now, had a tree growing up through the center and seemed to have someone inside. Some shifting weight, shifting cloth. It could be an animal, could be a mechanism, right? But it sounds like there was somebody laying down who just kind of like shifted slightly.
All right. This tree is old?
It's fairly old, yeah.
And it goes all the way up through the house.
Correct.
I'm wondering if there's a way if coming in through the opposite angle would give me any particular advantage.
Oh, coming in through the roof.
Yeah.
Potentially. I will say that would also definitely be desperate to like try to climb up there without drawing attention, like without making enough noise to draw attention. I think that would be a fun thing to try. So I will say that you just to encourage that, I will say that you have a reasonable belief that there is a large enough hole to look down in through the roof.
Yeah.
If you wanted to try that.
That if I'm not hearing anything else, the idea of sticking my head up through the floor is also equally tempting. But I'm gonna try to scrabble up to the roof and carefully see. Well, I want to look at the roof first. If it looks like the whole thing is like made out of like fucking cracked slate and is gonna go to shit immediately when I put my weight on it, then I will submarine. But
yeah.
Does it look like cracked slate?
No, I mean it does look kind of rough, right? You think that like if it hasn't fallen down now from that tree breaking through and whatever, then it's probably staying up, right? Like things have kind of settled into a point that they're holding in position. However, you're not positive. It would be a desperate action to like climb up there to try to get a better look. And I will also say that the key problem here that you would be dealing with, I'm making this assumption, I recognize that, but the key thing that it seems like you are most focused on is not drawing unwanted attention. So I think this would be more of a sneak than a maneuver. Which I know you're not as good at.
No, I agree. I mean, if it's from below or if it's from up top, it's a sneak. I mean, yeah. Let me think. What would Tiny Lizard want to do? Didn't bring a freaking periscope, that's for sure.
You might have a periscope.
What? I'm so curious to kind of climb up from below. I want to poke my little lizard head up. Through the floor if I can.
Okay.
Just like slowly, like how a crocodile surfaces like through like water.
Yes. You do that. Poke your head up and immediately hear,
"Ha! Oh, gonna scare the crap out of me."
And this loud shouting that happens is going to bump up the attention of the Searcher family. But this person
do I
looking
recognize the shouting?
You do recognize the shouting. This person ahead of you is Justice of the Middle Heartward Hills. He is looking straight at you. He looks pretty shocked. He is laying down on the floor of this this like room that has the tree growing through it. He is held in place. So he appears to be held in place somehow, and is, as you pop up, before he realizes who you are, he has like a knife like forms in his hand, and he waves it at you pretty wildly. But then once he realizes who you are, his hand like falls to the side.
Hey, get up here! Get up here! What are you doing? Come on!
I am going to stay where I am at the moment, like, and just like point at him and do the same thing with the copper ring. Just be like, "Shut the fuck up,
Boomer, you little
swallow
shit.
liquor." What the? Shh! Don't Stop shouting.
I'm sorry. All right. You think I
Just
don't know?
take a breath.
Okay, I'm taking a breath. All right, I know.
Yeah, count to 4, motherfucker. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get the fuck up here. Excuse me. Excuse
Justice.
my language.
Okay, Justice. Okay, Justice?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Brunt?
Where the...
Where's Brunt?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Brunt's not up here.
Oh, okay, well then I'll be on my way. I duck back down.
Hey, wait. Get up.
Duck back up.
All
Is there
right.
anyone in the room with you?
No, nobody else is in here. What are you talking about? Look at around. You see anybody else in here?
Justice, you were making a lot of assumptions about the background context that I've got going on right now. It is much less than you assume.
If the Searcher family sees you, then you're not gonna be able to get me out of here. All right?
All right, I gotta crawl, poke my head up, do like a look around the room, not trusting him, and then skitter in there if I can.
Yeah, the place is empty. What you can tell looking around the room, you see Justice. Justice is like, you're not sure exactly how old Justice is. You'd probably guess somewhere between like 30 and 45. There's a lot of hard living here. His voice sounds older than he is.
Okay.
He's wearing like a nice sort of like, not nice. It's
nice.
It's wearing some like, looks like some jean overalls and a linen button-up shirt, stand collar, a little bit of a pinstripe action on that.
Pinstripe
on the linen. Yeah.
That's city.
What's the word? Seersucker. It's more seersucker than pinstripe.
Seersucker in the middle of summer, the middle of winter is a move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't really prepared for it. He looks, you to that point, like as he is like talking at you, like his breath is is showing in front of him. It is, yeah. It's cold in here. It's cold. Hey, and he, as you continue to take a look at him, you notice that the one, like there was the one arm that he used to wave that knife at you. The other arm is bound to this tree. And when I say bound, I don't mean like ropes and stuff. I mean that there is stuff growing from the tree and holding his arm in place.
So like a tree material is erupting from the tree is through his arm.
It's not through his arm. It's more of like roots and stuff have like grown around, roots and like sap and things have grown around his arm. You can kind of see there's mixed in with the sap. There's like weird herbs and things. Yeah.
All right, magic tree. Got it. Justice, what kind of bullshit are you mixed up in?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not mixed up in anything. Hey, wait. You rumor, you... Oh, all right. I know I shouldn't mess with anybody from downhill. All right.
Oh, was that directed at me or at the Searchers situation?
You definitely recognize it as directed at Rumor. Or sorry, were you saying that in character? Or
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
You keep my family's name out of your mouth, okay?
Hey, all right. Fine. I'm just here.
You're under a lot of stress. I see this. You're stuck in a tree. As quick as you can, as quietly as you can. What's the situation, man?
I want you to roll me a sway real quick. I feel like this just to like kind of determine the vague, like how much he is willing to like share with you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 5. It's a mixed success.
Okay. So 5. So mixed success. So he's like not. Yeah, I mean it's a 5. It's a mixed success. He's not gonna give you everything, but he's gonna like not be a complete, utter, total asshole.
He's a wall lick. We know this.
Yeah.
This is
he's
known.
a wall licker.
All right. I'm supposed to. I came up here. I was trying to do some reconnaissance. All right, and Brunt thought that I was gonna get in over my head. You know how Brunt gets. All right, and so he didn't want to let that happen. And so the fool man, he followed me up here. Got himself caught. Got me caught. And now I don't know where he is, but I'm stuck here, and I don't know what's going to happen next. But these guys don't. It took a long time to build their trust. All right, a lot of, leaving things on the edge of the property, giving them what they need. You know how people are. And well, I built that trust, and it was gonna pay off for me. All right. And now we just gotta get out of here, okay?
How many of the searchers are here?
How many? I don't know how many there are. I mean, I think,
is there like a bunch in the woods? Are a bunch of them asleep? Are we talking about a bunch of elderly folks like crawling around this property?
You know
next to the
me.
magic stone.
You know me. If there had been just like one or two searchers, you think they could have gotten me? No, there's probably like 10, 12 of them, dozen men, all like big beefy guys. That's what it takes to knock me down. Real tall, strong.
Man. Wow, strong.
I think one of them
huh?
had a whistle on him, and like
whistle.
Whistle is like a kind of like a single-use wand.
Oh, okay.
For like long-range magical blasts.
Okay, cool. As opposed to like any other kind of like dog whistle. Yeah. Wow. Rumor is like partially wondering the more he's describing these big beefy men, like if that translates to small, scrawny, elderly women.
Probably. I think that, this, if it had actually been 20, 30 people, that were well armed and big and scary and whatever, like if it had been exactly what he was describing, then knowing him, you would expect him to either tell you that it was 100 people or be too freaking scared to brag.
Well, that actually fills me with more trepidation, because
why is that?
Unlike Justice here, grannies are respected women on these mountains. You don't fuck with them for a reason. That's why we treat Baba like the queen she is.
Yep.
So that is concerning. So I look at Justice, look around the room as I'm talking to him, just kind of like getting my bearings. Why they leave you in here?
Well, because they know I can't get out. All right.
So why they take Brent away from you? Why not put him in the tree too?
I don't know. I think they wanted to do. I mean, he was here for a while.
You can kind of see a spot in the tree where there used to be a. I'm gonna have to make a note of that. Brunt was there. Okay. You see a spot on the tree where it looks like there was another person, another like sort of sappy, rooty spot.
Yeah.
He was here. They took him away a while back. I don't know when. It's all kind of bleed together. But
Yeah. They hurt you? You drugged?
Drug? I don't think I was. I mean, they did give me some tea and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe they drugged me, but like.
You fuzzy at all?
He does. You can see like his face as he turns. There's like a bruise on him. He does look like he's been roughed up a little bit.
Right. So you don't know how long ago they took. I'm fixing to get you out of here.
Yeah, better.
But the more information and less bullshit you tell me, the better chance we both have of getting out of this alive. You understand?
Listen, we can talk about this all you want once we are going. All right.
What did they do with Brunt? Where would they take him? This is important for your escape as well.
Oh gosh. All right. I don't know where they took him. All right. I don't know where they took him. I know there's no other buildings up here. I know that to the north.
So the side of the building that this field that you are on is on the western side of the Middle Brother Mountain. So uphill is east, downhill is west. So north and south are sort of like the sides of this plot.
Oh, interesting.
The north and the south, it's all just like hills and rocks and boulders and stuff. There's nothing that could be up here. So if they brought him anywhere, and I'm assuming you came from downhill, falling up that creek, then if you didn't see them coming that way, then they must have gone uphill from here, all right? And I don't know about you, I don't want to go uphill farther into Searcher territory at this point, right?
Oh, I see. Oh, we're on the edge of Searcher territory right now. This is like the outbuildings.
You guys are you are deep into their property, right?
Right.
But there's presumably more past this point. Like you are walking. Searcher property is like they would have you believe that it is the first time that you see a creepy skull like hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
They're like, that's where Searcher property begins. You continued walking for a while before you then passed that before you saw the creek, and then it took you a while of following the creek to find their farmland, right? So you're in ways.
This is not the only household that is like this out here. Sometimes there are households that are this way.
Yeah.
It's just they're a little bit more open-minded about getting their regular magazine delivery
Yes.
than these people are.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have your newsletters, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Justice. I'm like looking at the tree to like size it up, see his connection to it. And as I'm doing that, I'm asking him like real quiet, like, Justice, what kind of deliveries do you make to these people anyway? Like alcohol,
Oh, man.
tools, what do they want?
That's an interesting question. I'm gonna roll a quick fortune to see if he delivered anything that would have like given you some insight here. Mm-hmm. Some special insight. Yeah, I rolled a 1.
That's justice for you.
I don't know, man. There's all sorts of stuff. They ask for, not a whiskey sometime. There's some bandages other time. Just, normal things. Normal things. Just like, whatever they need. Yeah.
So regular deliveries
Regular
of supplies,
deliveries.
though, like,
Yeah, regular deliveries.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing with
that
it.
helps me. I'm drinking it, probably.
I mean, yeah.
Not the bandages, obviously.
Yeah.
Whiskey or whatever. So is this like some sort of magic lock that they got going on with you?
I assume.
I presume you couldn't have like magic knifed your way out of this. I'm going to put magic in front of all of this right now, or maybe it's just assumed that it applies to the situation in general.
I tried.
He like takes out the knife and tries to like stab at it, and every time that he does, it just kind of like gets so gunked up in the sap that he can't really like move it or like cut or saw or anything.
Right.
And
right.
the dagger, as you get like a better look at it, is a dagger, right? It doesn't really have a blade on it.
Oh, it's not a magic dagger. Okay.
I mean, it is.
It's just like a
no, sorry,
switchblade.
sorry. It is a magic dagger. It has.
Oh, it is a magic dagger. Okay.
He has like summoned it from the ether, but it does not have a blade along the side that is good for cutting.
Right.
It is more of a poking guy with maybe a little bit of a blade, but not like a serrated saw.
Right. So this is a living, clearly cherished tree. Yeah, go ahead.
I will say that there are definitely like marks on the tree where he has clearly been trying to like get it off and to cut through it, and he has not been able to.
All right.
And every time like there's like a little notch cut out of it, there's like a swell of sap that then sort of seems to be like connecting to the main stuff on his arm. Like it's been getting reinforced as he has been doing that.
So it's not through his arm. It's like around it, like a handcuff, but like a fucked up handcuff.
Yeah, and it's like going up his like, from his like, let's say his left wrist all the way like up to his bicep. That amount is where he's connected.
Jeez.
And it's low to the floor, which is why he's like sitting on the floor.
So these folks are some sort of nature magic people, huh? Because this is clearly like a beloved heirloom tree, I'm assuming.
They do all kinds of stuff over here. I mean, I don't know what exactly they're into, but it's
He pauses like he was about to tell you a little bit more than he meant to.
Justice, look in my eyes. I have like nictitating membrane. They just kind of like blink a little bit. It's like, Look in my eyes. Do you think I want to be out here?
No.
Do you think that I would fare very well against these folks if it came toe to toe?
No, and that's why we should get going.
Yeah, and this is why you're such a bad scribbleman. The more information I have about why you're out here, I'm not judging you on what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
The better I can help equip you, plan, evade, whichever, which path down we take might depend on how many, I don't know, weird rock monsters there are, or how much weird blue magic shit you wanted to, milk out of these people. Saw your wagon, by the way.
What do you do with my wagon?
Broke a few of your bottles. Sorry about that.
Oh,
I'll
dang.
replace them.
Roll me a sway. I feel like this, or is this what's the, a command? Is it a sway or a command? I feel like it could.
No, this
I think
is
it's
a
a command. A sway?
Okay. We could do a command if you want.
I feel like it's a command because you are coming at
All right.
this from a position of power. You're like, if you want help, this is what you have to do.
All right, cool. Okay. 2.
2.
Because I have no dots in command.
Oh, brutal. So I'm going to give you something to help push this story forward, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to give you the answers you're looking for here.
Oh, that's fair.
So you asked.
I've taken a bottle out of my pack and I'm shaking it.
You've asked him what he is doing here.
I am not at liberty to discuss what hath brought me here. All right? So, if you want to help me, then help me. And if you don't, then get, all right? And I'll make my own way.
Oh, sure.
Brunt, probably up the mountain side. So, I don't know. Do what you will.
And as he shouts that last bit, and then slams his hand against the side, making some noise and knocking up the attention clock on the searchers in the other building and also on the boar.
All right. I have taken out of my pack a bottle of pig fat.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I took this from the Pine and Brine. Grease is always helpful in any situation. And the whole sticky sap and the hair situation, you need some sort of unguent. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be lubing up his arm the best I can.
Oh, I love that.
Trying to see if I can make it slippy a little bit.
Okay.
Or not. And at the same time, I'm going to be looking at this tree and just kind of taking a beat so I don't punch the fuck out of this guy while I have the chance to do it because he's tied to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So just shoving bacon grease up and down his arm. I don't know if it's helping or not.
Yeah.
I'm just making the situation strange. It definitely is. And the entire time just being you listen to me, you wall-licking son of a gun. Brunt is worth 60 of you, all right? He is a good man. He is worth more than me. And you have the cavalier attitude that anything that happened to him right now is totally fine. What is wrong with you? Who raised you?
I love this. So you're trying to get him loose from this tree.
I am lubing justice.
Lubing justice. I feel like that this is going to count as a food stuff that you're using, and I think that this makes sense to me to be a tinker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so roll me a tinker, and you're using food stuff. If you like, because you're using gear, you could push yourself for free.
I would absolutely love to push myself. All right, 6.
Hey, yeah, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, pork fat.
Pork fat,
Coming in
love
clutch.
it. So you are putting pork fat all over this guy's arm, mixing it in with the sap, and as you do that, first of all, I'm going to add a couple of tags to him, which is pork fat and sap.
In more ways than one.
But you do, as you're doing this, you do eventually, after maybe 5 minutes of working at this, 5-10 minutes of working at this, you do manage to just barely loosen it up, and yank against his arm, and it looks like it hurts him, and he is unhappy with this whole situation.
Oh, I would have
Stop it.
stuffed like a rag into his mouth before I would have yanked.
Yeah.
Just be like, here, bite this. There you go. On 2, 1, pull it. Yeah.
He is clearly like not enjoying this and is like, shit talking you the whole time, thinking like, this is not going to work. What are you doing? This is so gross. Stop it. Really not expecting it to work, but you do manage to get this stuff off. As you do, you see that the sort of roots of this tree start to bend in your direction, and the sap, as you were stepping, you've stepped away, is like still sort of pulling at the open air between the tree and Justice's arm. But he stumbles back, as soon as you let go, he like shuffles along the floor, moving away from the tree, and like sort of bangs against the doorway
This man.
on the other side, shaking the wall a little bit. It is quiet enough that it does not seem to draw any attention.
All right. So I admit, you did me good. All right. Now, if we can just scurry out, that would be great.
Right. Quick question.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this tree is probably a hell of a lot smarter than you are. Would it tell whoever stuck you in there that you're free now?
I don't know.
Look, you're a magic knife guy. This is magic tree. What do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna roll a quick little like fortune to see what he would know.
I don't know. This is outside of my purview. But
Clearly.
If you
Can you fit down the hole?
maybe. I don't want to get near that thing though. I think it's looking at me weird.
All right.
I will say, Andrea, if you would like, you could try to learn more about this tree. If you wanted to try to attune to whatever sort of magical forces this is, you could.
I do, actually. Because if anything else, I just want to fucking apologize for this asshole. Like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, this is not how you do shit in the mountains. This guy is violating all kinds of brotherly conduct. Like,
okay.
I don't agree with whatever the fuck the searchers are doing with their skull acorns, and I'm concerned, but this is not how you go about doing stuff.
I will tell you, if you do this, it will be a desperate roll.
All right.
Okay.
First, though, before I do that, can I get this loser out the door? I assume that this is immediately going to be like this guy ain't stealthy. He's going to immediately be raising some sort of alarm.
Probably.
All right.
If he can start like working through. The door was locked from the outside. So you could try to like maybe pull some floorboards and like send him down into the floor space. If you wanted to before, and you guys have time for that, right? Like it is, you've already spent like 10 minutes, with this. So perhaps you take like another few to like pull the board larger so that he can get through.
Right. Okay. Order of operations. I'd point back in the general direction that I left Jacob and be like, all right, I found one of the two. This one's the bad one, or the stupid one. Sorry. He's loud. He's probably going to draw all kinds of attention to himself. This one's Justice, by the way. He's the one who looks like he's, 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. Oh, yeah, you met him.
I hate it when you mumble like this.
You met him.
Oh, yeah,
you know him.
she
Maybe
did.
give him a bit of a wide berth. See where the fool stumbles. I'm sure he's going to be drawing a lot of heat. Just so you know, he's probably coming out loud. I'm going to be like pulling up floorboards like slightly on one side. Like look at like touching for feeling for like the rotten ones to see if I can find ones that's kind of soft.
Yeah.
You like dig out, like with the consistency of wet cardboard if there's any.
Yeah, I like that. So you are able to like pull this out and make enough space for him to go out. We will resolve what happens to like after he goes out in a moment. But first, I would like to resolve what happens as a result of you attuning
But
to this
I just
tree.
want to be clear,
Yeah.
Justice, the fool is going, jack
Yeah.
up, you've been warned.
Yes.
Like, asshole incoming. All right. Wow. Oh, I'm so angry at this asshole. I'm so, like, I just stop talking to him fully. Like, just ignore him. Just be like, gesture at the hole.
All right,
It's your ass.
follow. All right, I'll lead the way. You,
I'm not following you. I'm going after Brunt. You follow the creek down, you get your ass down the hill. If we haven't come back yet, you raise the alarm to get people up here, okay?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's okay. I bet you're gonna tell. Yeah, Justice. Just so you know, I told other folks that I was coming up here after you and Brunt, so it's not exactly going to be a huge secret either.
Okay. All right, fine. All right, fine.
Just for once in your life, think of somebody else besides yourself, okay? Or you're going to have to explain to one very, very angry retired gentleman and 46 very ornery goats why their lizard has not come home.
All right, I'll agree to go tell people for backup. If you agree, take this bottle.
Pulls a bottle out of his hand.
If you see anything interesting, fill this bottle up, cork it, bring it back to me, all right?
He sticks out his hand.
What is interesting?
I
What
don't
can
know.
you-
Something magical shit. Not this tree. This tree's stupid. I got, like,
I'm
I'm not messing with that sap shit. But, like, something, like,
This
interesting.
tree is stupid. Oh my god. He hold out his
He's
hand
held his
for
hand,
some sort
yeah.
of chancy. I flip him off and be like, get down the hole. You take your fucking bottle with you.
He pulls his hand back and shoves the bottle into his pocket and runs down into the hole.
Before I like talk to this tree
Uh-huh.
or whatever, I just kind of like sigh for a really long time and then look at it and be like, I am so sorry. This is all kinds of messed up. All right.
I am picturing this as you tell me if this is how it goes or if you do something else. I'm imagining you've like said that in this very conversational tone. You hear him starting to slip away, and deep breath, reach out your hand, place it on the bark of this tree, and try to commune with whatever this is.
Yep.
Because it's clearly magical in some way.
Yep. Not next to where the sap is, though.
Yeah.
Cognizant of where it is, because I'm sure that it's reaching.
Yeah.
And just like in a respectful way, this I don't know what counts as a body on this tree. It's whatever. Just like place my like clawed hand on there. Just be like, I don't know what you are, and I don't know what this all is, but you are clearly old and important. And it seems to me that one of my neighbor folk has been very rude to you. Now, I don't know how I feel about you, but that needs answering. So, on behalf of the downhill folk, I'm sorry.
Roll me a desperate attune.
Okay. Oh, I love this. So, I have no things in attune, and that's a 3 and a 2.
Oh, so we have none in it, which means that we take the lower. So that's a 2. I mean, not that it matters. Both of those are bad.
This counts as gumption, though, right?
It does indeed count as gumption.
All right, gumption. Thank you.
After you say that, it has been dark in here, right? Like the night has become. It was a late afternoon when you slipped into this building. It hasn't been that much time, but you are inside of a building. Even if there's like holes in the planks of wood, it has been dark. But you feel there's a draft. This draft, it stops feeling cold, right? The air, the winter wind is not what touches you right now. You feel the lift of a warm breeze. You feel branches swaying, leaves making that sort of sort of collapsing sound. What's the word I want? That sort of rushing sound that leaves in the forest.
Susurration?
Is that a real word? Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
A susurration. You hear that a susurration fill through you. And you have the sense of, oh, this is old. And this tree is just a tree, right? This tree is nothing special. This tree is just any tree in this forest. But all trees, all life is important. And this life has been bound to something old, something unknown, something forgotten. And you have a sense of that as you feel this forgotten god pass its eyes over you. And I want you to take the tag, Haunted by a Forgotten God.
That feels great. Does it feel at all like the ruin I found way back when?
Sure. Yes, I like that. Make like a little note that it's related to the ruins.
Nothing about any of the situation feels right. And I know I'm probably not going to be able to understand it, but it bothers me some.
As you are mulling this over, sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Do you have any other thoughts or comments, or do you try to touch this presence in any other way?
No, I would try to take my hand back if I can.
You pull your hand back. You kind of have a feel, like as you pull your hand away, there's almost a sense of a snap, right? And when that happens, the sense of that warm breeze cuts away in an instant, and it is the cold, still air of this cabin in winter. And at that moment, you hear the sound of Justice hightailing it across the field. You hear as he runs directly by that pile of stones, knocking up its attention clock from a 3 out of 4 to a 4 out of 4. You hear the sound of it grinding to life, lifting up, and you hear the crashing thud and pound as it slams a stony fist into the ground of the field. And that's where we're going to end things for
downstream.
today.
Fuck yeah. That's great. Actually, I was looking for a distraction, so that's perfect.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, man. Tide. This is great.
Man, I love playing games. You know, this is so fun. Like all these little bits are just like come together. You're like, I was telling you beforehand. I was worried that I didn't have the right stuff prepared. Turns out all the right stuff prepared. You came in. You brought
so that was
much.
good.
That
Okay,
was
cool.
great. That was great. That was perfect.
Okay, cool.
I
Yay! All right.
I will say, didn't have the vast majority of that prepared. But that's what I mean, though. You don't need to have everything. You just need the right things, the things that make you feel good, so that when it's ready, you're ready. I had a blast. Thank you. I don't know why I'm feeling particularly good at this moment, but I am.
Because Justice is dead.
Justice is dead. Yeah. For all you know.
Why am I doing a southern accent? This feels appropriative. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah. Thank you for considering that. Most people do not give a shit about people from the South, so I appreciate when somebody takes a moment to think about that. But anyway,
Appalachia should be treated with a lot of respect.
Yes, good folks. There's lots of great folks up in Appalachia from Pennsylvania. Oh boy, I realized I didn't know the northern border of Appalachia. It's a big, wide thing. Thank you again, Andrea, for coming on and hanging out with us. I had a blast. And do you have anything you'd like to say or plug before we wrap things up?
I'm just so happy that I have my first piece of gear ticked off and it's pork fat.
Oh yes,
I'm
I love
enjoying that so much. Ty, I had a blast. That was really fun. This is great.
Excellent.
Yeah, actually, my friend's podcast, Punchboard Cathedral.
Oh.
Yeah, have you ever heard of this?
No.
It's called Punchboard Cathedral. It's by my friend Kenan Rubenstein, who is a board games guy. So it's a board games reviews, but really it's much more just like thoughtful, really well done pieces about what board games mean to us, the kind of games we love, the games that we buy but never use, what they represent. Yeah, it's all kinds of good stuff.
That's awesome. If I will reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reach out to him and check in about if he has a teaser trailer or anything, and if he does, then I will add it after the credits. So
awesome.
Yeah, great. So yes, thank you. People, go give that a listen. Also, regardless of whether I have a teaser, I will add a link in the show notes. Thank you again, Andrea, for coming on. And if we don't have anything else, I say we just go ahead and pitter patter on out of here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's do it.
All right. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
Thank you to the Joy Drops for the use of Not Drunk as our intro and outro music. Thanks to all of our guests, and thanks to you for listening. You can find us and say hi over at sidecharacterquest.com or by checking out our show notes for more links and information. If you're enjoying the show, drop a rating or review wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll see you around. Bye!
Podcube. Our Podcube devices are able to record audio from any time or place, in space or time or place.
And this is what they're picking up.
I hate flowers. I feel like a poop seller. I feel like I'm selling poop.
There's a whole baby Mark Zuckerberg in here.
Is it real?
I don't think so, but it's wet and it doesn't smell good.
Did you smell the mouth?
No, I didn't smell. Hi, welcome to Circuit City. Can I help you find anything
Now,
today?
politely, just shut up. I'm gonna take this iPod, dip it in some sauce. Ooh, hard to eat. Bet you it'd be harder to eat without all the sauce on it.
Search Podcube in your podcast app or go to poweredbypodcube.com. Podcube.
The future
Is yesterday.
This is just gonna all just be bloop stuff.
I'm doing. Oh wait, nope. Okay, now it's recording. Hello, I'm doing a test recording. This is what my audio sounds like. Andrea.
Hi, I am also doing a test recording, and this is what my audio sounds like when I bother inhaling.
I'm trying to be loud. I'm trying to be loud right now. Loud. And now I'm And now I'm going to be kind of quiet and see if it's still picking up pretty nicely. And now I'm being quiet back here.
Oh.
Okay.
The dog is staring at me and I don't know what he wants. This might be a problem.
I've done a lot to prepare for this session, but I feel like as the classic thing goes, I worry that the stuff I have prepared is not actually like helpful. We will see. We'll see how it goes.
What does that mean, Ty? Do you have like a compendium on like the shoes of Side Character Quest?
Man,
like...
it's just it's just you never know, like you never know what is going to be the thing that throws you off in the moment.
Right.
That makes you go like, oh, Andrea has asked me about this character. They've asked this character a question, this character that I've put in front of them, and now I'm going to speak as this character. What's this character's voice? Oh my God, I knew this character was going to speak, but they don't have a voice. But I made it very, I had just said that their voice was very notable and crazy or something like that. You know, something that like I could have anticipated, but and it's not actually a big deal, like right, like if I was just speaking my normal speaking voice, you wouldn't give a crap, the listeners wouldn't care, like it's not a big deal, but just in that moment it throws me off. You know, and you just never know what's going to be the thing.
Ty, in the name of like self-disclosure, which I think is like pretty common when you're improv players heading out onto stage, is like, I'm hearing nerves. I've got nerves. I'm like, oh, fuck. Excellent. What if I completely forget to do flashbacks? What if I just take another nap again as a character? What if it's bad podcasting? What if I die? Because side character quest, the landscape is strewn with the bodies of many well-meaning PCs. Ty.
I mentioned something we were chatting back and forth, and you said, bold of you to assume that Rumor survives this. And in my mind, I was like, well, I don't think this is a particularly deadly thing. I'm just sending you up into the mountains by yourself with like a cult of weird family people. Like, why would you think that you might die? Of course you think you're gonna die. Like, obviously.
Yeah. This is like somebody from like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood who's now entering The Hills Have Eyes or Far Cry.
I love that. That's SCQ's bread and butter.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers would be an amazing character on SCQ.
The children's book thing, if you ever need a children's book musician or like person like that with those vibes, I know what that's like, so I could do it.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
It's really fun. I played a Raffi, like a children's entertainer himbo on my friend's Barkeep on the Borderlands campaign. It was amazing. He had no offensive capabilities. He had no weapons on him except for a boomerang because it's a toy.
Oh, fun.
And just rainbows and hearts. Expanded to whatever Jacob is. Is it Jacob? Jacob. Ty, is there another fucking poem? Is there more poem? Is more poem incoming? Are we coming in hot with more poem? God damn it.
Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out, I guess. We'll see. We'll see about this.
Ty, am I loud enough? Should I be projecting more?
You were great right now. I mean, it sounds really good. Yeah.
Okay. I will not move for the rest of the show.
Grace us, O lost, and these your gifts, which we are about to unveil, from their long rest, sought and grasped, our bounty without end. This is setting the mood of the events. It's not necessarily giving you a concrete description of what is, happening.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see onto their property, past the fences of wood and piled stone. At this point, feel free to interrupt me. I've got a little bit more stuff, but you are more than welcome if you have questions. I've got just a tiny bit.
Oh, keep on going.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Decades ago, this area that you see ahead of you
I'm very ready to gas her up however we need to do it. But taking a I don't know, field trip person. What are they called?
I have no idea what you're going for.
There's a word for people that you take that you're like responsible for as a supervisor, and I'm completely blanking on it. This does not need to stay in the edit at all.
I know that you would be the chaperone, but I don't know what they would be, what she would be, like the chaperone.
Yeah, that cuts the tension way off. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Also, this will probably go in the show notes. But just as a reminder, or not in the show notes, in the bloops, not in the main episode, because I don't want to mess up any tension. But for your sake, a reminder: there will be no children as part of the family.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, is that sidewalk?
It is. Is it getting picked up?
A little bit. Gee, a little bit. Oh, that's nuts. Does that make any sense?
Would you like me to pause for a minute? I could go feed Sidewalk, and
yeah,
you
go for
can
it.
think
I'm
about
gonna-
what you want to do. All right, I'm going to stop the
Yeah.
recording, and then we will pop back in right where we left off. And immediately here,
Fuck! Oh, jeez! Huh!
wait, no, what's the voice? What's the voice? I went,
Hey! Huh!
that's it. That's it.
Huh! Oh, gonna scare the crap out of me.
I would absolutely love to push myself. All right, 6.
Hey, yeah, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, pork fat.
Pork fat,
Coming in
love
clutch.
it. So yeah, you're lubing this guy up.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. All right,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no,
Sorry,
no.
sorry.
Tension. We're restoring the tension.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you are putting pork fat all over this guy's arm, mixing it in with the sap, and
We're here from Arrow Ace. I'm Bastet. I'll be running your operation to investigate the unusual occurrences that have been happening everywhere recently. Stay out of Antibra. Stuck in time loop.
I guess it's a ghost plumbing situation.
Bastet has got us out of a lot of problems, but I don't think she can get us out of this one.
It wasn't all the bodies. There were 2 bodies.
Everyone else just got disappeared.
I went missing for a while and I lost my brother. I don't know where he is.
Oh, that's my mother. Oh dear.
It's the same mother that you keep describing as tyrannical and horrible.
Have to practice ritual fight with brother.
Ellie, can I make an insight check of myself, but in real life?
Deck of Many Aces is an actual play podcast made by actual asexuals and aromantics. Check us out in your favourite podcast player and on social media at Deck of Many Aces.